Welcome to the 8th grade math homework helper series. Tonight's homework is EL16. Determine if 3 points are on a line. We'll start by taking a look at 1A. The coordinates we have are -2, 4, and we'll call those x1 and y1. 2 and 0, we'll call those x2 and y2. And 4 and -2, which we'll call x3 and y3. Now that we have labeled these coordinates, we want to take and insert them into this equation, which seems simple enough, but it is very, very easy to make a mistake. So you want to take your time and I would say triple check your work to make sure that you've taken the right numbers and put them in the right spot. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We need to do y2 minus y1. y2 is 0 minus y1, which is 4. And x2 minus x1. x2 is 2 minus x1, which is -2. So this side looks okay. Now we'll take a look at this side. y3 minus y1. y3 is -2. y1 is 4. x3 minus x1. x3 is 4 minus x1, which is -2. Okay, now that I'm sure I've copied my problem correctly, I can go ahead and solve these out. So this should get me -4 over 4 and -6 over 6. And then I can go ahead and reduce these or simplify them, and that would give me -1. Remember, the top and bottom are the same on a fraction, they're equal to 1, equals -1. And since these are equal, that tells me that all three of these points lie on the same line. Okay, let's take a look at 1C. Again, I labeled these points up here, and I suggest you do the same. And then we'll go ahead and plug them into the equation. So we have 2 minus 3 over 7 minus 2. And then we have y3, which is 4, minus y1, which is 3. x3, which is -3, minus x1, which is 2. This gets us -1 over 5 on this side and 5 over -1 on this side. Don't be tricked by this, because remember, if you're going down 1 and 5 to the right, that's going to plot a certain part of your line. And then to get the other end of your line, you could actually go up 1 and 5 to the left. So these are all going to fall on the same line. They're just opposite ends of it. And so because these are all on the same line, they're equal. And that tells us that all three of those points up here would be on the same line if you plotted it out. Lastly, let's take a look at 1E. I've labeled the points up here, and now we can go ahead and plug them into the equation. On this side, we have y2, which is 0, minus y1, which is 5. x2, which is also 0, minus x1, which is 2. On this side, we have y3, which is -6, minus y1, which is 5. And then we have x3, which is -3, minus x1, which is 2. I can then go ahead and solve the equation, which gives me -5 over -2 equals -11 over -5. Now the negatives would cancel them out, and these would technically be positive fractions. But still in all, you can see that 5 over 2 does not equal 11 over 5. And so because of that, I would say that all 3 points do not lie on the same line. Please use the problems that I've helped you solve tonight to do the additional problems that are on your homework. Remember, the key to success in math is not only working hard, but working smart.